Hello everyone, my name is Omar Abdaljawad, and for those who do not know me, I am a 16-year-old teen who's striving for my inevitable success, inshallah. Now today's video, let's just start it off with the idea of how money is being used in our current societies. Now I'm gonna reference a very good book about finance, which is Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. This book dives into how people actually use their money and something called the rat race, which is basically how people put themselves, even when they take more money, they put themselves in even worse debts. Now I want to talk to you about money. Money is basically the controller of the universe. Everything in this world revolves around money, and if you have money, you are higher in society than anyone else, right? Now, how can you make money? How can you manage to create some sort of money-making machine? How can you make money work for you? Not you work for money. There's a difference. When you make money work for you, meaning you're just sitting there, your assets are generating money for you. Let me just, before we get into anything, let's just define the definition of an asset and a liability. An asset, according to Robert Kiyosaki, is anything that can give you money back. Anything that you put money into, but gives you money back, which gives you a return on investment, basically, ROI. A liability is something that just takes money out of your pocket, and that's it. Doesn't give you money back. So now that you understand the distinction between an asset and a liability, we must understand that our money must be spent on assets. What do I mean by that? So instead of more, let's say we have this person. This person takes a salary every month from his job, which is like, I don't really want to specify a price, but what matters is that this person spends all his money on rent, on mortgage rates, on whatever you want to call it, on loans, on these are the mandatory stuff. But the remainings of his money, he spends it on maybe clothes, car if you can afford one, cinema, I don't know, hangouts, food. Okay, this stuff is important. However, if you're someone who is wanting to become rich, someone who is willing to make money, someone who is willing to invest their money, instead of going out for a $60 hangout with your friends or going to a cinema ticket, use that money on your trading account. Use that money to create a business. Use that money to subscribe to websites that can enhance your source of income. So let's say instead of spending $50 on a hangout, you can add money to a trading account. You can fund $50 in your trading account and begin your trading journey with $50. Instead of spending $100 on irrelevant stuff, you can put that money into what can actually bring money back to your pocket. Because the money is going to get spent in both ways. The $100 is getting spent either on a liability, on a hangout, on food, or can be spent on an investment. So in both ways, as I said, the money is getting spent. The money is not going to stay. But you should be a wise spender. You should be an intelligent financial user. You must use your money correctly. You must put your money into what's going to bring money back to your pocket. You must put your money into investments that are going to increase your bank account, not the opposite to that. You must acknowledge that every dollar spent on a liability is a chance, an opportunity fading away from your success. Make sure that you analyze every single dollar that is gotten out of your pocket, and make sure you analyze every single dollar that is entering your pocket. And make sure you put all your money into assets. Put your money into what can bring you money back. Because in both ways, the money is getting spent. There's no point in keeping them. You're not going to save the money. What matters is you either put it into an investment, what can bring money back to you, an asset, or you just put it into a liability to have temporary fun, eventually end up losing the money, and basically lose the experience. Put your money into an investment, put your money into an asset so you can grow financially, grow educationally, grow on every aspect. And you will find out how much of a benefit it has caused you in your future. Maybe you won't feel the dopamine when you put the money into an investment, but you're going to feel the dopamine after you get the ROI, after you get the return on investment, which is going to be 10,000 times the amount you put in the first place. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys benefited out of it. And as always, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to comment or DM me on Instagram. And please don't forget to follow my Instagram account and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And as always, see you guys later. Bye bye.